Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Wake Up CX. So this week's topic is going to be part of a two-part series on building and maintaining trust. Now, one of the big things I like to do is I look through the ICO enforcement notices and monetary penalties to see what people are doing that's getting them in a little bit of trouble, how they're missing or misunderstanding regulations or blatantly ignoring them, which is too often the case. And you see sort of recurrent themes coming up, which is what's led to me recording this video. So in order to build and maintain the trust, we need to start off on the right foot. So this episode is going to look at how we start off our relationship with our customers to ensure that things begin on the correct way. So firstly, let's assume that we're doing outbound to contact customers in the first place. When you're building your list of people to contact, you need to ensure that you check that these people aren't blocked from receiving your calls. If we're doing contact to the general public, you want to check things against the TPS registry. Now you need to make sure your data is being checked regularly to ensure that you are allowed to contact them. If people have opted out from receiving calls generally, like general marketing calls, then you need a specific opt-in. Now this means that they must have came to you and said, I wish to be contacted by your company. I have a clear interest in your product or your services. Please reach out to me and give me more information. That's fine. But what we do happen to see a lot in these is very unclear and murky opt-ins where it's buried in like paragraphs of a privacy policy or customer service agreement or huge small text at the bottom that's like a huge paragraph that people get lost in, or an unclear by our partners without specifying the names of those partners. That's not okay. If you want to build and maintain a relationship with a customer, then you need to be very clear up front about who's going to reach out and why, and make sure that you've got consent to do so. If you are reaching out in the cold and these people aren't on a TPS registry and you're just looking to see, look, is there a genuine interest? Do some research first. Have a look to make sure that these people are likely to fit into the category, they're likely to be a customer, they're likely going to have a problem you can solve, and use that as the basis for reaching out and go forth with an open mind to being challenged and being told no. It's not about I'm coming to sell to you, it's about I'm coming to understand, is this something that you need? If it's not, it's absolutely fine. I'm just generally trying to help. So start your relationship on that. Put the customer first and always at the front of anything you do. It's not about your sales numbers, it's not about your targets, it's all about them. If you start your relationship putting them at front and center, it will help in the long run. Now, one of the important things with this is once you have customers and you bring them on board, or if you're in a customer service department and all your customers are already there and you're just dealing with inbound queries, you need to then trust or be trusted with all of their data. And another common complaint we see from the ICO is where people have been accessing information they have no reason or right to access. This is a basic regulation. If you don't have a reason or a clear business case for accessing customer information, leave it alone. The databases aren't your toy to sit and search around and play in. They're there for a reason, and that's for your customers. If you're going to access customer data, you need a clear business case for doing so. You should not be modifying that customer information without a clear business case to do so. And if you are modifying it, you need to document why. So keep a record of why. This doesn't take fancy tech or anything like that. This is just basics. If you're going to access customer information, treat it with care and always ensure that it's secure and that you're not just handing it around and showing it to people that don't have the permission to see it or looking at it for no reason. Always have a business case for everything you do when it comes to customer information. Additionally, when customers call up to speak to you and you're going to go through and discuss an account with them, make sure you go through security checks. It might be a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, you're protecting their information. And if you're asking them an extra question on top of what you required, all you're doing is making that information more secure. The amount of breaches that occur because people give them a little bit of headway, a bit of lead and go, all right, okay, I'll accept that answer even if it's not accurate. It's not okay. Okay, that's how people gain access to information that they shouldn't have. So be vigilant and make sure that you're following all of your security processes. And if you're ever unsure, take an extra step. Just remind the customer, I am doing this for your safety and I want to protect your data. I appreciate it's inconvenient, but this is all to protect you. That's step one. And the second part of this is going to explain more on maintaining trust over a long period, and something else you can do that has no cost to it whatsoever. Really simple, really easy, and extremely effective. Look forward to seeing you next week, and share your comments. Look forward to seeing from you.